Hello, my name is Ryan Min,
I'm Daisy Garcia.
And I'm Jonathan Ibanez.
and today we will be doing a presentation on Edouard Manet's painting, Monet in his Studio Boat, done in 1874. Our artist is Edouard Manet, who lived from 1832 to 1883. He was one of the pioneers in the Impressionist movement, which was one of the movements in Europe that preceded the early modern period, but also came after the period of realism. The Impressionist movement was categorized by vibrant colors, quick brushstrokes, and a feeling of trying to capture something in the exact moment. Because of this, the Impressionist movement challenged what was formerly known as realism, where artists would painstakingly try to capture every single detail of the world and of nature and try to imitate it and use that as their subject. The Impressionist movement was completely the opposite. It was about capturing something in smaller, quicker brushstrokes, more brighter colors, and it was more abstract as a result. Because of this, painters like Monet, and other Impressionist artists were heavily criticized for that time, and the word Impressionist was even originally used as an insult. So the subject of our painting shows the famous Impressionist artist Claude Monet in his studio boat. This is particularly important because it shows the artist painting outdoors, looking at the environment around him. Early Impressionist painters would paint like this. They would go outside and attempt to capture any moment they could find. Here he's painting a picture with his wife in a town called Argenteuil near Paris. And what we can see here is a definite example of Impressionist art in the quick brushstrokes, the flow of the river, and the smoke in the background, and the light color of the sky, the vibrant color of the boat as well, and of course the very abstractly defined characters. This painting is particularly important because not only is it a prime example of Impressionist artwork, it also depicts the lifestyle, attitude, and environment that an Impressionist and a painter would find himself in at that time.
So for the date, it was painted in the summer of 1874, and it was during the Impressionist period, which was the beginning of modern art. It was an era where artists liked to capture their images without much detail, but instead with bolder colors. For example, most of the painting, it has a lot of blue, but you can tell what is what because of the different shades of blue that he has. The Impressionist paintings seek to recreate the artist or viewer's general impression of the scene. The painting style was characterized by small, thin, yet visible brushstrokes. There was emphasis on the depiction of light, movement, and perception, so the way we're looking at the boat sort of move down the water. It had a capture the moment feel to it, made us feel as if like we were there. The time of the work's execution matters to the understanding of the Impressionist era because it made people see a unique way of painting with not much detail, but it was very easy to see. The Impressionism originated with a group of Paris-based artists whose independent exhibitions brought them to prominence during the 1870s and the 1880s. And for the material and the medium, it was a painting that was painted with oil paint on canvas. And oil painting gives paintings a depth of color, so you can do a lot of ranges of different colors. And this has value because it can be applied in different ways, and it's very slow to dry, so you can come back and work on it later without worrying about it messing up the whole thing. And it had a lot of light focus on it, so it really focuses on what the light is hitting in the painting, and the colors are applied side by side with as little mixing as possible, which makes the colors appear more vivid to the viewer. There's close attention paid to the reflection of colors from object to object, and the Impressionists relax the boundary between subject and background so that the effect of an Impressionist painting often resembles a snapshot. The material and medium matter to the subject because it all comes together to bring about a more realistic depiction of what someone would call a candid.
Okay, so size. The dimensions of the painting are 82.7 by 105 centimeters. In comparison to his other paintings, it can be considered among the smallest paintings he has created. So other than this, there are no unusual or surprising facts about this painting's size. Okay, so location. The painting is currently located in the Neue Pinakothek in Munich, Germany. The museum focuses in European art of the 18th and 19th century. It is also one of the most important museums of art of the 19th century in the world. The museum was founded by the former King Ludwig I of Bavaria in 1853. The original building was destroyed during World War II and it was reconstructed and reopened in 1981. About 400 paintings and 50 sculptures are exhibited and it houses an expanded collection of more than 3,000 European paintings. The painting's first audience would be rich white men who were able to enter the French salon during the time. It is not known how the audience perceived this work, but based on Manet's previous painted works such as Olympia, which received extreme criticism from the French salon, one can only imagine that it was not favorable. So nowadays, this object is considered of high esteem because it was one of the first paintings that depicts an outdoor setting in the impressionist sense of the term. That is to say, in the full light of day. Manet's original purpose was to display his painting in the French salon. Therefore, the purpose has not really changed because now it's displayed at the Neue Pinakothek.